everyone, and welcome to Sharpers Gaming, and today we're back with some more Pokemon VGC 2018. Of course, this is before Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, so things are a little tentative. Excuse me. We do know the legendaries are going to be in the game, and we do know it's going to be some legends, so we can only assume it's the 2015 rule set legendaries, like Heatran, Landorus. The non-cover legendaries is essentially what I'm getting at here. Also, there will be move tutors in the game. We don't know which move tutors exactly, so things like Tailwind on the Salamence, and what are the move tutors I have on here? Earth Power on the Heatran, Icy Wind on the Milotic. I think that's it as far as move tutors go for this team. We don't know that those are necessarily in the game. They could be. Most likely they are, but we'll see. Otherwise, pretty close to what it is when we use double battle spot ladder. So, yeah, the team is in front of you here. I wanted to try out Adrenaline Orb Milotic. We tried this out in VGC 2017, but with a different group of Pokemon. You kind of have to change some EVs around, outspeed different things, and that kind of stuff. So we paired it with Togedemaru once again. That's what we did with the original team. And then instead of Arcanine, we have Heatran. We also have Virizion with the Phytinium Z. We have the Celesteela. This is the Bitchesteela set. It's Substitute, Leech Seed, Protect, Heavy Slam. And then Mega Salamence. This is a special Mega Salamence with Tailwind. I'm not 100% sure on the Salamence, especially because a lot of this team is special. Well, not really, now that I look at it. Because the Celesteela is a physical attacker. The Virizion is physical, and the Togedemaru is physical. So yeah, we got 3 special, 3 physical, so that's okay. I enjoy it. I'm not 100% on board with Tailwind Salamence. It's not my shtick, but I wanted to try it out. And this is the perfect time to try it out. So there it is. If you want to try the team out for yourself, though, the link for the paste bin will be in the description below. I want to try to start using QR code teams. So I think I'll start doing that in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, just so it's easier for you guys to use it. So you can use it on the game instead of in Showdown, or making your own team and then using it in the game. But for the rest of Sun and Moon, we're going to use Showdown. This is the paste bin. So yeah, check that out if you want to. Also, like and subscribe if you have not already and are enjoying the series. And let's hop right into this sucker. I have not been having internet problems lately, which is nice. Well, not internet, computer problems lately. So we haven't been blue screening. Let's hope that doesn't start up again today. But we have 1567 rating to start off today's episode. Again, for being 28 and 28, that's not a bad rating, because typically you're closer to 1500. When you're even like that, but when you know, 1628 Shang from Japan with Celesteela, Nihilego, Alolan Marowak, Hariyama, Slowking, and Gastrodon. Again, this could very well be a VGC 2017 team. Oh, also, for those of you guys who are still playing VGC 2017, they did just make an announcement that any new move tutor moves cannot be used in VGC 2017. So the rest of the year, you have to use the same movesets. You can't be using move tutors. Just a heads up for those of you who are doing that. This is a Trick Room team. They gave me time to think, hey, this is a Trick Room. I can go Togedemaru. I don't have a Taunt user on this team. That's probably something you might want to add to the team. I do have Encore Togedemaru, which is nice. That's not nice. It's okay. But I can go Togedemaru and fake something out before the Hariyama can fake something out. And then what can I do back to the Hariyama? Salamence, obviously. Mega Salamence, obviously. I'm a little more opted to not go for Milotic here just because of the Gastrodon. I will want to bring Virizion for said Gastrodon, though. And then as far as the Alolan Marowak goes, could bring Heatran, I guess. Heatran's actually really good here. Looking at the Celesteela, the Nihilego, and the Alolan Marowak. And we're going to confirm that. I brought 4 Pokemon, right? For some reason, I'm like, wait. But yeah, I did. Because it was Togedemaru, Salamence, Virizion, and Ugly Boss Heatran. I almost said Celesteela, but no, it was Heatran. Did I bring Celesteela? I have 2 Steel types on this team. I typically don't do that. It's not a bad idea, especially because these 2 Pokemon really don't share any common weaknesses. That's why you see Skarmory paired up with Heatran a lot in singles. Because Heatran's weak to ground and fighting, or Skarmory's weak to electricity and fire. And when you have an immunity to fire with the Heatran, it's not bad. So we do have Hariyama Slowking. So I can just fake out the Slowking here. Fake out Slowking, and then Mega Evolve Hyper Voice into these two. If the Slowking protects, I wouldn't mind it going for it, because that means I can... it doesn't mean I can Encore. I can't Encore, because Slowking's ability makes it so I can't Encore. Oblivious stops Encore, Taunt, that kind of stuff. But I can fake him out. I'm assuming just a fake out from the Hariyama into the Salamence, so I don't get a big Hyper Voice off. Yep. I kind of assumed. But now this turn, I can Zing Zap the Slowking, which is going to do a nice chunky of damage and possibility of a flinch, plus follow up with a Hyper Voice. Which is going to do a ton to that Hariyama. And then, oh, wait. Oh, wait, I did Mega Evolve. I'm like, wait, I never Mega Evolved, but I did. He's actually going to switch out Hariyama for Gastrodon. Interesting. I guess for Ice Beam, follow up Ice Beam. But it's going to be taking a huge Hyper Voice coming in, which is nice damage. And that Slowking gets crit, so it gives us a really good chance of KOing it. Hiya! And there it goes. So, no Trick Room for you. 2 crits on the Slowking. Oh, boy. He's going to be mad. This guy's actually really high rating, surprisingly. I just realized. Not that he's playing bad, and that's why I'm surprised. I'm surprised because it's a VGC 2017 team, which does, what am I trying to say? Switching Heatran. Which does, limit your options, is what I'm trying to say. Especially because he has no Mega. This team doesn't have any Tapus on it even, so no Legendaries. So you can still be successful without using Megas and Legendaries, kids. Just remember that. Hariyama's going to fake out, I assume. Yep, Heatran. And then Ice Beam also from the Heatran. Or into the Heatran. I could have Encored the Hariyama there. I was expecting him to actually fake out my Togedemaru, which I guess he really didn't have a reason to. But this turn I Encore the Hariyama. And then I switch in the Virizion, expecting a Scald or an Earth Power coming out from that Gastrodon. If he Scalds, hopefully he doesn't burn me. That'd be sad. I'd cry. I wouldn't cry. I'd be a little upset. Leaf Blade should still take out a Gastrodon from this point when I'm burned, so I'm not too worried about that. But really, I'm just getting switch-ins over here. So I expected the Ice Beam, that's why I brought in the Heatran. 4 times weak to a 4 times resist, not a bad switch. And then Virizion comes in expecting the Scald or the Earth Power, because I resist both those. Hariyama's stuck in the fake out now because of Encore. Oh, he just double Ice Beams. Oh, onto the Togedemaru this time. No freeze. So now I just Zing Zap the Hariyama, get damage on either whatever's coming in or onto the Hariyama if he decides not to switch, and then Leaf Blade the Gastrodon. Either he'll probably Protect switch. Yep, there's a switch from the Hariyama into the Alolan Marowak. So my Togedemaru is next to useless, which is surprising me that he protected there. Maybe he expected my Salamence to come back in, but you know, and Zing Zap's not going to do anything, obviously. Well, I can Encore that Gastrodon now. Then I have a pretty nice switch into either Heatran or Salamence here. I'm going to bring in Salamence. Just because... I don't know, honestly. Like, Flare Blitz, I don't think he'll Flare Blitz my Virizion here. I think he'll Shadow Bone, if anything. Because he expects Heatran to come in. Gastrodon just switches out. That's fine. Hariyama comes in. I'm going to stoosh my, my webcam a little bit. Oh, the Marowak did Flare Blitz. Did it Flare Blitz Togedemaru, though? It Flare Blitz Salamence. I could have brought in Heatran. Did he crit me? Come on, dude. Just because I crit you twice? Just because I crit you twice the first game doesn't mean you crit me back, boy. Alright, now I switch out Togedemaru. Actually, I can't really switch out Togedemaru here. What I'm going to do is Encore the Hariyama, expecting the fake out, and I Protect. And then I Protect! Because he's going to fake out Salamence, if anything. And then maybe Shadow Bone? Yeah, I could have had a free switch in the Heatran there. I'm really surprised he went for Flare Blitz there. He just got really greedy on my Virizion. Well, just remember, he's going to just attack what's in front of him. Which is a good strategy to have in Best of Ones, because you don't really know. Oh, he faked out! I mean, fainted! Oh, into Togedemaru, that's fine. Do you, dude. Now you're stuck doing that, dummy. Yeah, dummy. Not dumb. It was a good play because he probably expected me to spiky shield to stop this from happening. But again, my Togedemaru doesn't do anything here other than be annoying. Which it's if I have to sacrifice Togedemaru to get myself into a really good situation, that's fine with me. So now I bring in Heatran. I'll bring in Heatran. And then I just Earth Power that Marowak slot in case it wants to stay in. And then Hyper Voice with these Salamence. And if Gastrodon switches in, it's not taking 2 of these, unless it has a berry. He's going to withdraw the Hariyama, though, because he's stuck in a feint. Here comes Gastrodon. As long as this thing doesn't have a berry, which I kind of am assuming it does have a berry, he's going to protect with the Marowak, though. I kind of assume it has a berry just because of it not showing leftovers yet. What kind of berry is it, though? No berry! Gastrodon's dead. That's what I was trying to set the situation up for. I wanted to make sure that Salamence was in before Gastrodon, because if he switched Gastrodon in, then it wasn't taking 2 of those. So I think a better play for him would have just let Hariyama go down, honestly, because yeah, Gastrodon was your way of beating Salamence, and now it's just gone. Because it could have taken 1 Hyper Voice, but it can't take 2. And then the Alolan Marowak's gonna be outsped because it's meant to be in Trick Room and then Earth powered. And then there's just a Hariyama in the back, and 3 Pokemon against a Hariyama. I'm liking our odds, especially with the Mega Salamence. Get ready for the season, guys. You're going to see a lot of Mega Salamence. You'll see a lot of Heatran, I'm sure. You can see how strong this pairing is just by themselves, honestly. So we Flash Cannon just in case it's thick fat, and then Hyper Voice. Probably just see a forfeit here. Okay, he's gonna let me a double attack here. A Hyper Voice. He might have been going for me protecting, because that'd really be his only way to win. I protect Salamence, so then he lives the Heatran in close combats. I mean, even then he still couldn't win. Ooh, he lived that close combat. Gonna be in the Heatran, possibly picking up a Yep, picks up a KO. Just makes it a little bit closer. Kudos, dude. Sticking around, seeing it out. Because it's even if you get absolutely destroyed by a team, it's never a bad idea to just stick it out, because you still learn things about what the current meta is doing if you stick around. So I'm going to all out pummeling this Hariyama and protect. I'm going to let Virizion get a hit off. Virizion didn't get to attack here, so I'm going to let it get the final KO. Oh, then he forfeits! No! Virizion! Alright. After I just talked about, hey, good job sticking around, mate. Then he quits, but at that point, he had lost. I mean, he lost last turn, but you never know. You never know, so. GG. GG no re. And we'll get, hopefully, 2 more battles here. If at least not 1 more. But again, guys, if you are enjoying the series, be sure to hit that like and subscribe if you have not already. I appreciate all of the amazing support that this channel has been getting recently. You guys are the best. I love you guys so much. So many new subscribers, so many new viewers, so many new commenters. That's the thing this channel's been... Holy barnacles, 1893? This team's not ready for an 1893. Oh, boy. Oh, and this is a very scurry team. I wouldn't expect to see Neolego on this kind of team, but we got the Mega Kang, the Feeny, the Aegislash, the Nihilego, the Amoonguss, and the Scrafty. I guess Neolego and Aegislash work really well with this team because it is really weak to Tapu Lele. We don't have a Tapu Lele. So, Milotic can be good here just because of the Scrafty. It doesn't like the Amoonguss, and it can't really touch the Feeny. Those are going to be the 2 problems for us. But we can go with Togedemaru in that regard. Heatran's going to be good because of the Amoonguss. We also have Salamence. Do we need Togedemaru then? I don't think we do. I think we just bring Salamence instead. Salamence, Heatran, Virizion. Actually, I think we need Virizion because of Feeny, and we're not bringing Togedemaru. Actually, Togedemaru isn't bad, though. You know what I'm saying? Because we can encore things. So let's do that. Let's bring Salamence, Heatran in the back. The power couple in the back. The only reason I'm leading Milotic is in case Scrafty leads. I don't expect it to lead. In fact, I really don't. Well, Scrafty could be good against Heatran. I guess Scrafty and Feeny are really his only answers to Heatran, which is strange. I mean, Low kick, Mega Kang, obviously, or power punch, Mega Kang. There's a good answer to that as well, but we'll see. We'll see if this team can hold its own against an 1893 rated player. I think this is the highest rated player we've ever battled, because I know I've never battled a 1900 rated player or higher. So yeah, it's gonna be scary, kids. It's gonna be scary. We do see Kang Lego, that fake out plus a really fast but heavy hitter. It's gonna be hard to counteract here, but we do have Milotic Togedemaru. So what I can do here, I'm going to Scald into Mega Kang, and then fake out the Nihilego. I kind of expect Kangaskhan to just fake out Milotic, so that's why I want to stop the Nihilego from trying to do anything this turn as well. And the problem with my Milotic is there's like 0 investment into defenses. It has like 20 HP EVs, and that's it. Because it needs enough speed to outspeed an Adamant Landorus. He's actually going to withdraw the Lego, so I could have either tried to Encore that Kangaskhan this turn, or faked it out. Because not a lot of Kangaskhan's are running fake out anymore just because of Tapu Lele, but some of them still do. I still think it's worth the move slot, because you run into teams that don't have it, then you just get a free fake out like that. Into Milotic. That's going to hurt real bad. Ouch, that does so much damage. That stab fake out. And then, yeah, I could have encored that Kangaskhan. This, I really should have. I really should have, mate. Like, I want to go for Icy Wind with Milotic, but then I just lose Milotic. To be fair, we don't necessarily need it, though. Oh, I'm feeling tired. This battle's got me tired, mate! Like, Heatran just can't come in here is the problem. I guess I could bring in Salamence to intimidate the Kangaskhan. But if he power punches my Togedemaru, that'd be an issue. And if he spores my Milotic slot with the Amoonguss. I think we go for it. Bring in Salamence to intimidate, and then we go Spiky Shield with the Togedemaru. Just to stop any potential power punches. I don't think he hits twice if he hits into a protect, or Kangaskhan. Which would be nice in this instance, or King Shield instance. Yeah, it doesn't happen twice. Which I highly don't expect him to power punch the Togedemaru here. He's gonna Rage Power with the Amoonguss, perfect. As long as we're not getting spored, we should be fine here. We're going to see Power Up Punch, Togedemaru. No, into the Salamence. We do resist, which is nice. And the Kangaskhan is only +1. Critical hit. Not very effective. Yeah, I'm just going to protect Salamence this turn. We're going to Zing Zap the Kangaskhan. I want to get some damage off on this Kang before I start hyper voicing it. Gonna withdraw the Amoonguss, obviously not wanting to take a Hyper Voice. Nihilego, no, I should have just Hyper Voiced here. Because Nihilego can now just effectively destroy my Salamence, so. Not the best case scenario, honestly. Kangaskhan's gonna double edge into that slot. I get a Zing Zap off for a little bit of baby damage. Hiya! Not bad. Oh, but now I switch Salamence, obviously. Not into my Milotic, he'll die. In the Heatran. I don't know what he wants to do with this Kang, because he could Power Up Punch my Togedemaru. I think he doubles Salamence just to make sure. But he might Power Up Punch that slot. I don't know, mate. I think we just Zing Zap again. I just think we lose this, to be honest. Wow. This team supports each other really well. This Nihilego just being so fast is a problem. If I could have got Tailwind up, we'd be looking better, but yeah, this, especially not having any. Oh, Sucker Punch comes out from Kangaskhan. Okay, I see you. Power Gem into the Heatran. That's still gonna hurt because it is neutral. Ouch, that does a lot. Zing Zap into the Kangaskhan. Ooh, ooh, I like that damage. But I need to get rid of this Kang, so I'm gonna Flash Cannon it, and then we're gonna Spiky Shield. Spiky Shield. He still could do that same play. Sucker Punch Power Gem would take care of Heatran, and then he'd give Nihilego the boost, and this game would just be straight over. But I'm kind of hoping that he's seen my Togedemaru as being a threat to his Kangaskhan, because I've attacked it twice now, and one more will KO it. So I want to see him Power Up Punch the Togedemaru slot. Because Nihilego doesn't KO Heatran here. But then again, he might just protect his Nihilego, and he's not protecting Nihilego. What does he do? What does he do? What does he do? Power Gem into the Heatran. Oh, into the Togedemaru. Double Edge. Into the Togedemaru. Yes! This is a dead Kangaskhan, kids. That's a dead Kangaskhan. Hiya! Flash Cannon! Perfect. One of the biggest threats out of the way. Obviously, Mega Kang. Another one of those Megas you're going to see everywhere. And it's going to be a threat. Even with the nerf, it's still a scary Pokemon. So, luckily, we got rid of that thing. They doubled into the Togedemaru that turn. That's perfect. Oh, and the Amoonguss comes in. Alright! It's going to protect the Nihilego here. So I'm going to Heat Wave. And I'm going to attempt to Zing Zap the Nihilego. But it's going to get redirected, yeah. Rage Powder. That's why I Heat Waved here. That's why I did Heat Wave here, boys. Nihilego's going to go for Power Gem, assumably into Heatran. Yep. We eat that. Well, we don't eat it, but we take one more at least. Zing Zap will go into Amoonguss, not Togedemaru. And then Heat Wave will come out. It connects with both Pokemon, which is nice. It's going to do... Okay. Burn. No burn. Oh, it's a Berry Amoonguss! Dang it! I was trying to get rid of that damn thing before the Nihilego could take out my Heatran. Because if it gets the boost, it's going to be able to KO my Milotic. And I can't switch in my Milotic either. We're just in a pickle, kids. We're just in a pickle. We're in a pickly pickle. The berry on the Amoonguss friggin' saved it. Well, I mean, even if it had, like, leftovers or something, it would live a Zing Zap. I mean, at this point, I think I just Heat Wave with the Heatran. There's no point in protecting the Heatran this turn. The only thing we can hope for is maybe he attacks Togedemaru, expecting me to protect with Heatran. Power Gem into the Heatran. Yep. Shit. Yeah, I had to hope that he would attack Togedemaru here instead. We're gonna pick. Actually, you know what I can do? We have to rely on Milotic here. Milotic, I need you! I don't know why I was so weird about it. We're going to Icy Wind, though, so we can slow down the Nihilego. And I am going to Encore this Amoonguss, because I don't want it changing up what it's doing. I like it Rage Powdering. That's fine. It's not the best, obviously, but it's better than it Sporing and Giga Draining my Milotic. We just have to hope we can take a Power Gem from this Nihilego. As soon as this Amoonguss is gone, Togedemaru might be able to take on Nihilego. There's obviously still a fourth Pokemon in the back, which has yet to be revealed, which could be a problem for Togedemaru, which might be why he's leaving alone at this point. But, okay, he's going to Rage Powder. Again, that's fine. I'm okay with that. It's not my best option, but it's better than nothing. We're going to see Power Gem, goes into Milotic, live it, yes, sucker. We get the Encore off into the Rage Powder. Perfect. Well, it's not perfect, obviously. It'd be better if Amoonguss... No! I needed to hit the Nihilego! Well, we just lose now. That was our last hope, was to slow down the Nihilego. And we just lose instead. Because I still can't outspeed it, so it just KOs my Milotic. Alright, well. We just lose this one, kids. Unfort. At this point, again, we just have to hope that he hopes that I protect this turn and attack my Togedemaru. But he's not going to. He's just going to KO my Milotic. He's just going to KO my Milotic. Power Gem into my Milotic. Yelp. He must have something in the back for Togedemaru. Or he's just hoping to plus himself up enough to KO me. I am Focus Sash, so I can take one hit. Crit here. Togedemaru, fucking crit, mate. Bop. Nope. Nope, not even another one will KO it. So now Salamence just comes in and faints. Because we didn't get the Icy Wind off. If we got the Icy Wind off, we'd actually be looking really nice. Because Nihilego would be undersped by the Salamence here. So I could Hyper Voice, which would KO the Amoonguss. So Zing Zap would get redirected into the Nihilego. We would have frickin' frick. And then, like, what would be in the back? It'd either be Aegislash, which would be a problem for Salamence. Feeny, which would be fine. Or Scrafty, which would be freaking amazing. If it's Scrafty, Togedemaru loses. But if it's the other two, we still have that possibility of winning. We do still have that possibility. Oh wait, does Mega Men's outspeed Nihilego? I'm gonna Mega. And protect this turn. And then Zing Zap here. Into the Nihilego. We still do have a chance. I don't recall the speed between these two. I think Mega Salamence might outspeed Nihilego, now that I think about it. Nihilego's like 108, isn't it? Base speed? Interesting. Interesting. Amoonguss obviously still going to Rage Powder because it's on court. If we can crit the Amoonguss here, that'd be perfect. Power Gem into the Salamence. Yup. Zing Zap. Hiya. That might be choice specs on the Nihilego. Yes, is that crit? Yeah, it is. We finally got it. Hooray! Alright. There's still a chance, boys. There's still a chance. Unless it's like fake out Scrafty. If it's Scrafty, then we lose. It's Tapu Fini. There's still a chance, kids. Misty Surge. Do I just Draco this Nihilego? No, I'm going to Hyper Voice. Hope to get some damage off on the Fini. And then we Zing Zap the Barnacles out of this Nihilego. Come on, Salamence, be faster. Damn it. It might be Choice Scarf Nihilego too, to be honest. To outspeed Choice Scarf, Choice Scarf Ugly Boy. What am I trying to say? Choice Scarf... Lele. Not enough to KO, and it's a Z-move Fini. I mean, I still have Focus Sash, but I'm gonna get KO'd by Power Gem. I really need to check that Nihilego speed. Because if that Icy Wind mattered... I mean, it still mattered, obviously. It still mattered, obviously. I'm really upset that that missed. We needed that to hit to win. Focus Ashu. And now he just goes for Moonblast. But I'm going to let him sit and think about what he did to me. We could have beat this high-rated player. And I hate sitting here going, oh, we lost because of this move. But we did. We did, kids. Like last time it was Rockslide flinching us. 103 speed in the Nihilego. Mega Salamence outspeeds that. 100% Mega Salamence outspeeds that, right? Yeah, he's Fast Boy McGillicuddy. 120. So that's definitely a Choice Scarf Nihilego. Well, that sucks. Well, that sucks. Because, yeah, had Icy Wind hit, then the... I mean... Because if Icy Wind had hit, he would still outspeed the... Okay, we didn't necessarily win. We didn't win necessarily. If it wasn't Choice Scarf Nihilego, which it obviously was, we could have, but it was Choice Scarf. So even if we had Icy Winded, it would still outspeed the Togedemaru. Well, if it had hit, I would have had to have protected. As he Power Gem my Salamence, Zing Zapped into the Nihilego, bringing it down that low. Tapu Fini would have used its Z move on me. And then the following turn, either I would have had to Draco Meteor the Nihilego, or Hyper Voice and hope it KO'd. And then Zing Zap into the Fini, and then I probably would have needed a flinch from there anyway. So, we didn't necessarily win. We didn't necessarily win. So remember, kids, stop and think. When you get haxed, it doesn't mean you could have won. There's so many different variables that go into a game beyond just you getting haxed that it doesn't necessarily mean you won. But it was an 1893 rated player, and we did really well. I think we did pretty well. We could have played better, obviously, but we did pretty well. 1582. So again, not shabby for being a neutral record because we get really high players and we do pretty well against them. Sometimes we even win. I think there was a good chance we could have won there, but it would have... obviously, a lot of things would have had to have gone our way as well. Plus, we double crit somebody in the first game, so what can you do? What can you do? That Amoonguss, though. Having a berry on that Amoonguss, that's crazy. That's crazy to me. If it was just leftovers, we probably could have had that. Probably could have had that. And him just never attacking my Togedemaru with a Feeny in the back? That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. I mean, obviously he was relying on Z-move and me not having a Focus Sash, but... Can we get a third person? This video is already at 30 minutes. There we go. 1568 rated player from Japan. Hiroshima! Let's see what we got here. Aerodactyl, Aegislash, Tapu Bulu, Garchomp, Tapu Fini, and Arcanine. So basically another 17 team with the Aegislash. Also the possibility of a Mega Aerodactyl or Mega Garchomp. Probably not though. Mega Garchomps really only show up on sand teams, and even then you don't really see them. Let's see. Heatran's not terrible here. Obviously there's a Garchomp and a Fini it doesn't like, but we can deal with that between Salamence and either Togedemaru or Virizion. I think Togedemaru's... yeah, I think Togedemaru's a better option than Virizion. Virizion's a weird Pokemon to use. It is really good at KOing Mega Kane because it outspeeds it, but outside of that. And then Milotic. Milotic's really good here. But do I want to lead Milotic Salamence this time instead of Togedemaru. No, I'm going to lead Togedemaru. I like that fake out support too much. I enjoy it too much. So no Celesteela this episode. No Celesteela this episode, but I'm sure we'll see a Celesteela. Celesteela is just kind of a backup Pokemon, really. If there's like an Earthquake-heavy team. But even then, Salamence is already floating, and we have a Virizion. And Earthquakes are usually coming out from Landresses, so Milotic takes care of that, as long as it's Adamant or non-choice Scarfed. But let's get into this. Aegislash Bulu. I want to see my Adrenaline Orb pop off here at some point, kids. So we got Milotic Togedemaru. Togedemaru. Grassy Surge is going to come out from that Bull. Oh, Tapu Bull. Hey, Tapu Bull. I'm going to... Do I worry about the Aegislash here? Actually, I can get Heatran in here. I just get Heatran in. Full freeze. Full free. And then I'm going to fake out the Bulu. If he decides to protect, we Encore him. If the Aegislash decides to protect, we Encore it. I like Encore Togedemaru. I didn't use it the first time around. I had Nuzzle instead to paralyze things, which has its advantages as well. But I like Encore too. I like Encore too. Bulu does flinch. Aegislash does come into attacking mode. Who does he attack here? Both Pokemon will take it. I just would rather he attack the Togedemaru, to be honest. Oh, perfect. I love it. Focus Sash, boy. That was some strong AF damage on that Aegislash. I highly expect the Aegislash to protect or Wide Guard here. Either way, I Encore it. Right? Right? I think so. Let's Flash Cannon the Bull. And then we're going to Encore the Aegislash. The only thing is if he attacks, that'll be a problem. I don't Encore Aegislash here. That's just a waste of my time, to be honest. I Zing Zap the Blue because we should outspeed it, and then there's that chance of flinching, so he can't like superpower my Heatran or something. We might see a double protect, which would make it curious. He's gonna actually just withdraw the Bulu for the Arcanine, which will enjoy the Flash Cannon. And it does intimidate my Togedemaru, which is on Fort. Aegislash protect? Yeah, it does. So we can Encore that next turn. Arcanine might be able to KO with extreme speed, which would be baddish. Zing Zap into that Arcanine. Hiya! Still does a ton of damage for being intimidated. And Heatran gets off that Flash Cannon, which brings it down to 50%. That's not bad. Is that a crit? No, Heatran's just that boy. He's just that boy. For being a resisted move, that did a ton of damage. This Arcanine might not be very invested, which kind of scares me. it might be like a fully offensive Arcanine, which means it might have close combat, which would be bad. So what I'm going to actually do is switch my Heatran out of here. I'd rather that thing didn't die right now. I'm going to bring in my Salamence, and then Encore this Aegislash and the King Shield. I haven't shown Encore yet, so you might not think I have it, or not know that Togedemaru gets it. There's always that option as well. Togedemaru got pretty popular towards the end of 2017. It's 2017 though, so I think people kind of know what it runs by this point. But you know. Yeah, Togedemaru was actually supposed to be a Raichu, but I completely forgot that you can't use normal Raichu in 2018, just because it's going to be an Alola, so Alolan Raichu is going to be a thing. Unless for some strange reason they make it so that Alolan Raichu doesn't exist in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, and then you'd be able to use both forms of Raichu, which would be interesting, but I don't think that'll be the case. I think they'll just keep the pre-existing Alola forms. It is close combat. Called it. Ugly. Don't ever come at me again with that Arcanine set. And then we're just going to see a consistently King Shielding Aegislash here. And then I just Encore this Arcanine. That's not necessarily the best option. Because if for some reason he lives the Hyper Voice, then we in trouble. Because then he just KO Togedemaru, whether he Flare Blitzes or close combats. So I Spiky Shield for safety here. I was going to Zing Zap the Aegislash, but obviously it's going to King Shield here, if not switch out. And if he switches in Bulu, that's not going to be a happy time for Bulu. Because even if I didn't Hyper Voice here, I'd be like Fire Blasting or Flamethrowing the Aegislash, which I don't have on the Salamence, because I do have a Heatran. So I wasn't as concerned with having that third move covered. Because typically that's where you'd put there instead of Tailwind. But since we have a Heatran, I just decided to go Tailwind, which we haven't used yet. So maybe next video we'll try getting some Tailwinds up with Salamence. And if I can scare this Arcanine out, that'd be perfect, because then my Milotic can still get its boost and its speed boost. Because the Adrenaline Orb, for those who don't know, when you get intimidated, your speed goes up by 1. Arcanine is going to stay in, which is unfortunate. I still do have a pretty speedy Milotic, to be honest. It's enough to outspeed an Adamant Max Speed Landorus, so it's not terrible if the Arcanine goes down here. I do get the Spiky Shield up. Obviously another King Shield from the Aegislash. And nothing of note coming out from the Arcanine yet. Just make sure I didn't break my stylus, sorry. And Hyper Voice KOs. And Salamence immediately threatens that Tapu Bulu. And then I can just consistently Encore here. The Aegislash. I mean, it could switch it up and go for Wide Guard once Encore's over, but it won't be able to this turn, so the Bulu would have to protect, if anything. If Bulu does come in. I don't know what he had as a... I don't remember what he had as an answer to Mega Salamence, though. I don't remember what his answer was to Mega Salamence. But he needs to hurry up and figure it out, because we have 40 minutes, kids. If these battles continue to take this long, we might have to cut back down to only 2 battles an episode. Which I don't want to do. I like having 3 battles. Because it kind of decides our ratio of wins if we get a loss and a win like we have today so far. Apparently my opponent is threatened by the Salamence. Obviously his Tapu Bulu can't come in here. Apparently it can. It could be a choice Scarf Tapu Bulu with Rock Slide or something along those lines. But I doubt it. Just going to Hyper Voice. We're going to Zing Zap the Aegislash because it shouldn't be able to King Shield this turn. I mean, obviously it's not a chance to, but Tapu Bulu will just faint to a Hyper Voice, I'm pretty sure. Unless it has something crazy up its sleeve here. Other than Protect. I mean, Protect will save it as well, but I'm thinking like Choice Scarf, Stone Edge. That might kill a Salamence, especially from this range. I know I say Salamence and Salamence. It's just what I do. Get over it. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. Not really, though. They're made-up words. Obviously, they're based off real words, but they're still made-up words, so I kind of pronounce them however the crap I want. I'll get on people's cases sometimes, too. I understand. It's annoying when people are mispronouncing our words. But I'm doing it on purpose. I'm doing it on purpose, dang it. Like, I used to say Earthquakeu all the time, which some people absolutely hated. But I thought it was funny, so that's why I did it. Oh, he gets another King Shield! No, Togedemaru! I mean, Togedemaru's not here to be an attacking force. I'm not super upset by that. But the Bulu doesn't protect, so it pretty much, I think, just faints here. This is a Mega Salamence, boy. Oh, it lived! I should have Zing-Zapped it. Whoops! Whoops! Let's see what this Bulu has, though. Nature's Madness. That's what it's relying on, huh? Okay. Do you, Bulu? Do you, Bulu? And what do we see from the Aegislash's Encore should end this turn? It does. So if this Aegislash has Wide Guard, it does it now. If it doesn't, what do we do to mitigate that? I'm going to Tailwind to Salamence. Just in case this Aegislash does have Wide Guard. Okay, it's Shadow Sneaking. I should have Hyper Voiced. There's the Shadow Sneak. Oh, into my Togedemaru, though. Feels bad. Feels bad. Let's see the Life Orb damage. Probably another Nature's Madness coming out from Bulu, but I could have just Hyper Voiced the particles out of this poor thing. Unless he has Stone Edge or Rock Slide here. There's a Stone Edge Mist! Nope, damn. But now I just bring out Heatran and Milotic, and we look pretty clean here. Let's see the critical hit. That's fine. That's fine. If I would have just Hyper Voiced there, I don't know why he felt so comfortable doing that. I guess he had to rely on me messing up like I did. I mean, I got a Tailwind off, so it's not the worst thing in the world. Because now my Heatran definitely outspeeds the Bulu. And my Milotic already did. Unless that was max speed Bulu. But if that's the case, oops. I'm going to Earth Power the Aegislash. Most likely it just goes into King Shield here, and then I Ice Beam the Bulu. He might Wide Guard here. I really don't think he has it, though. If he has Shadow Sneak, I don't think he has Wide Guard. Because typically that's what you give up for Wide Guard. I played myself. But yeah, now I just Earth Power and Ice Beam. And being 252 in special attack, this Milotic will KO a Bulu. I mean, it did tank that Hyper Voice pretty well, but that's a spread move. Whereas Ice Beam is not. We did get Tailwind up, though. That's a win, I think. That's a win, I think. Even if we lose this match, we still got Tailwind up in the first video. And I suck at using Tailwind, as you can see, because I just fainted. Tapu Bulu actually retreats. Do you, dude? My boys! The Aegislash does obviously protect here. So I could have Heat Waved. If I would have came to the conclusion that it didn't have Wide Guard earlier, I probably would have just Heat Waved. Bye, boy. But yeah, Ice Beaming that Bulu slot was obviously the best option here. Obviously the best option. But now I just Heat Wave. They're so salty. It is a female avatar, so I can't necessarily say it's a male. I probably have been saying it's a male the entire time. But you never know these days, so. Grassy Terrain has now entered the battlefield. I'm going to Heat Wave and Ice Beam the Bulu just in case I miss. Just in case I miss, I'm going to Ice Beam the Bulu. Aegislash most likely lives this Heat Wave, obviously, because it's in shield form. It could still be Weakness Policy Aegislash, which wouldn't necessarily win him the game. But it could. It could. If it's Weakness Policy Aegislash, he could still win this game. I don't know that a +2 Aegislash even KOs Heatran, though. It could. It could. Those are calcs I'm not 100% aware of. The Bulu might be actually Assault Vested. Now that I think about it, because it never protected. Maybe it never had the option to protect, especially because it has Nature's Power. But then what other moves would it have? Stone Edge. Nature's Power, Stone Edge. Probably Horn Leech, Hammer Arm? Not Hammer Arm. Super Power. That would explain why he lived the Hyper Voice. You gotta take these context clues into consideration before you get this far in the game, kids. Remember that. Ice Beam is enough to KO the Bulu, though. So this is a single target heat wave now, which is going to do a lot more than it did before. Obviously, still a King Shield Aegis Slash. It should eat it up. Or maybe not. Oh, it did. It's not weakness policy, though, so that does guarantee us the game. Aegis Slash doesn't get spread boot. I think it gets Rock Slide, but it's not going to KO these two Pokemon with Rock Slide. It's especially not going to KO anything with Flash Cannon. I resist that, dude. And he's Life Orb. I guess I just didn't notice that earlier. Which I know must have been annoying for you guys, because it annoys me when people don't notice the Life Orb. It's harder to notice when you're trying to think of what plays you should make. When you're just watching the video, you can observe those things better. But we win. So 2-1, and that loss I'm not upset about. We learned a few things. So we learned that Neo Lego is slower than Mega Salamence. It is good option information to know. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for joining us for a super long episode. If you do enjoy these longer ones, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you have not already. I know I've already said it. This is the third time, but it really helps, guys. And I love seeing all these new subscribers, all these new viewers. The channel's doing really well right now, so thank you again so much for that. I can't thank you guys enough. You'll probably hear me thank you more and more every day. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us. If you have any suggestions for future teams, leave them in the comment section below. Otherwise, we'll see you guys next time. Stay sharp, everyone. And I'm going to try and dress up more. I'm not going to get into my room right now. Maybe I'll make an update. We'll see you next time. Bye. Stay sharp.